Hello, everyone. Hello, we are
Uh,
live. Hi, Rick. I see you. He started with sup, nerds. I was like, sup. Always good to see a fellow nerd in chat. Yeah, stuff.
indeed.
Let us know we're not alone. We don't have nearly as much news as we did last week, thank God. And a lot of these are trailers, so that's going to be so much easier. But yeah, welcome to Anime Church. Here at Fat Dog Studios, we constantly have at least one thing going wrong on the tech side of things. So Moon is working on figuring out what's up with his Discord. But we shall soldier on while this is happening. So you know, it's not a Fat Dog stream if there's not technical difficulties. You know, there's some
Too
sort of
true.
tech
Too
issue.
true.
It's about right. But anyhow, hi guys. I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Fenrir Sauron, your patron saint of snackers and alcohol. I almost said Minister of Archaeology for some random reason.
Our Minister of Archaeology is currently having Discord issues.
I'm just so used to freaking,
Moon.
Moon be the second person, so I introduced
Damn
myself
it,
and immediately
Moon!
wanted, and I immediately want to go to Moon spiel.
Moonspiel. Damn Moonspeak! But yeah, no major updates on Fat Dog stuff other than to say it's going to take a little bit longer than I thought to get to work on Konosuba finishing that up because, yeah, I have to go through and take classes on how to edit audio. But before I can do that, my boot drive needs to be upgraded, and that's going to take a minute. Uh, I was supposed to be getting an M.2 drive like soon, but unfortunately went to the wrong address. Uh, so yeah, it got sent to a place I don't live. But we're working on that. We're figuring it out and trying to get everything sorted so that I can get to work on Konosuba and possibly solo leveling. Cause yeah. So just bear with us, guys. Shit happens. That's all. Shit happens. Uh,
Indeed.
Shield episode 4 should be out soon. I think it's up on Patreon already. So for those of you eager for more episodes of Shield Hero Abridged, we got you covered. Other than that, that's all the Fat Dog related news. Let's get into the nerdy newsy. The nerdy newsy news. If I can pick the correct thing. There we go. There we are. The nerdy news. Once again, guys, every topic that we talk about is linked in the description down below. So give that a glance, so you can watch the stuff we talk about or read the articles, whatever. We had a lot of trailers in the beginning part of this, man.
We did have a lot of trailers,
Yeah.
yes.
So Marvel's dropping season 3 of What If, which I'm here for it. Like all the What If stuff has been actually kind of fun. I like how everybody's like, it's been terrible since Endgame, and I was like, dude, they've had a couple of bangers, and What If is one of those bangers. It's been one of my favorite things to watch back when I had Disney Plus. So yeah, I'm kind of here for this. I liked the trailer. I thought it was pretty neat, pretty interesting. It is coming out in December. You like the zombie What If? Well, I have good news for you, Rick. They're doing a thing called Marvel Zombies, and it's all just about the zombie universe.
Fuck
But
yeah, man. Marvel Zombies was a great graphic novel series.
but yeah, the really cool one is like at the very end they drop the biggest surprise in this with the What If stuff. So, guess who's holding Thor's hammer?
Deadpool?
No, no, that'd be funny, but no, no. Aurora Storm has Thor's hammer, and it sounds like it's the voice actress that plays Storm in the X-Men '97 show. Like, so the same voice as the cartoon back in the 90s.
Okay.
It looks pretty neat. So we're full on getting the mutants, and apparently the next saga after we finish the multiverse saga, the next one's supposed to be the mutant saga. So we'll see how things go with that. But yeah. Thought her name was not Susan Storm. Oh my god. Same franchise, different comic run. We're not talking about Fantastic Four. We're talking about X-Men. Different thing. Anyhow.
I mean, yeah, Chris Evans was great in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he was.
Best Fantastic Four series ever.
Of the two, or so far. We're getting a third one shortly.
Wait, there's two of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Who was in the second one?
Let's see. Michael B. Jordan, the kid from the kid who played Parzival in freaking, how did I suddenly forget the name? It's the movie that they did where everybody's in a game.
Ready Player One.
Yes, the main character from Ready Player One.
I still need to watch that movie.
It's so good. Well, not as good as the book. The book was amazing.
Phenomenal.
Here's the thing. Don't go in expecting it to be like the book, and you'll be happy. Just go in expecting to have a good time at the movie.
Any book or video game adaptations, when I go to watch the film, like, okay, this is its own thing. Otherwise, I'm going to be immensely disappointed with how shit it is.
With the exception of a couple of things.
Oh no, that's just my mindset with game and movie.
I got you, but like,
and
I don't blame you for that. Number one, the Silent Hill movies, like
those were
back in the 2000s, were very good. And
those were
they kind of like they stayed pretty close to the source material. Like,
I mean, they changed
it's an adaptation, but the changes they made more sense. Narratively, it made more sense, the changes that they made.
Yes, it did. And I'm hearing rumors they're making a Silent Hill 2 adaptation into a movie.
Yeah, I think we talked about that too at some point. I need to get that game, the Silent Hill 2 remake, at some point.
I don't need it. I have the original.
No, I want to play the remake. It looks dope. And
the remake does look great and all, but I'm like, I can just play the original and save myself $70 until it's on sale.
Oh, well, I didn't say I was getting it right now.
I mean, you don't even have the hard drive space for it.
I don't play games on my C drive, on my boot drive.
Smart man.
Why would I?
Okay, I work in tech support. You'd be surprised how many dumb people are out there. They're oh yeah, my boot drive. Let's just flood it with everything and cause it to slow down.
So I literally have 3 hard drives, and one of them is just for gaming.
And I will agree, Rick, the light novel of Loner Life is much better than the actual anime, but the light novels have been out for a lot longer, so it's had time to progress the story and deepen the characters versus the anime, which is just starting out.
Okay, so what were we talking about? I forget.
What if?
Oh no, I knew we finished the what if. I was about to move on, but I can't remember what the thing we were talking about was before Loner Life came up.
Sorry, ADHD brain kicked in.
Yeah, I know. That's why I can't remember. Fantastic
Silent Hill
stuff.
2 movies and all that.
Yeah, Silent Hill, and also The Last of Us. Really, really good adaptation of the game.
Well, The Last of Us
small changes that they made, fucking phenomenal.
Okay. There's a difference between a series and a movie getting adaptations.
With the exception of with the exception of the whole Pittsburgh, Kansas City thing. That whole part there, like that was more or less trash.
Yeah.
Uh,
But at least with series, they have time to actually explore the source material versus the movies, they get like 90 minutes to 2 hours to try to cram everything
still
in.
counts because there have been many game adaptations that were done in a series format that were just awful.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, exactly.
Resident Evil just has a curse behind it where no good live action media can ever be made for it.
Well, if they actually like handled the source material properly and
or got actual fans in on it to help write the shit,
or just did like the bare minimum of stick to the storyline of the freaking games.
But nobody wants to watch a movie on the actual game.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we fucking do.
Yes.
Fucking no. If you want to make a series about Resident Evil, do a pre-mention Outbreak, kind of like the Arclay series.
We could absolutely do the mansion. 100%. Okay.
Oh no, I'm saying like pre. So
all right, here's the thing.
Out on this.
Here we go. Instead of like showing the characters and spending all the time getting the costumes and cosplay and finding people that fit those roles, literally you could film a majority of it on a GoPro. Just do the mansion incident that way. And then all you're doing is like getting a couple of people to be the zombies.
See, okay. Just hear me out on my thought on this. A series, 12-episode series. Just for one season, just to test it. One episode is pre-fucking mansion incident, where everything takes off. And then cut to the actual mansion incident, which will take like 4 or 5 episodes. And then the fallout after the mansion incident, because they barely touch on it aside from files. And if anybody's going to do this, I want the fucking Residents of Evil to do it, because their fucking short film, The Keeper's Diary, was phenomenal.
But the fans who know the Lord don't know what they want. Yeah, we do. We do. We want a movie that will actually stick to what the games did, not go off and try and do a bunch of other like, here's the problem. Hollywood thinks that Resident Evil 1 needs to be action-packed like Resident Evil 5. It does not. It does not.
It needs to be a straight-up thriller/horror.
Yeah, it needs to be true survival horror. And that's the reason I'm like, do a GoPro, because you still feel that.
Which it's actually
and
fun.
Also people sitting there saying it can't be done. Please, we already know that it can be done. It's been done on YouTube. The when they had Nathan Fillion play Nathan Drake for the like little Uncharted fan project.
Yeah,
like that was on point with like, you go from the aspect ratio changing when you go from cutscene to, okay, now we're in the action third person mode. Like, yeah, you can do that.
And let's face it, the GoPro idea is not half bad, but only if you're covering Bravo Team, because Kenneth had a fucking body cam on it, and you actually got to watch his death on it.
Well, I was more just talking about having a first-person perspective of the mansion.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but yeah.
Anyhow, moving on. Other trailers.
Yes, other trailers before we always.
Oh, we can hear you. Hello.
Yeah.
It is our.
I don't know what was going on, but I got it fixed at least.
Yay!
Praise Arceus.
Praise Arceus.
All right. So this is what we meant to talk about last week, but there was a limited amount of time. This is also one that Moon recommended, so I'm glad he's back. This is Dear Santa, and it's really, really funny. This kid can't freaking spell, and
dyslexia's motherfucker.
So Dear Satan sends a letter to the devil, and the devil decides, you know what?
Look how he spells North Pole.
Northlope.
Yep.
And so Jack Black is the devil.
And it's wonderful.
It's great. It's so good.
I'm so happy he didn't use his like overly cartoony voice. He went with a darker, gravelier voice.
Yeah.
Finally, a Jack Black character that I absolutely want to root for, and not Steve from Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Steve.
Don't get
this
me wrong.
Is my Minecraft.
Don't get me wrong. I love him as Bowser. He was killing it as Bowser, but still.
Yeah.
This is great. Also, the other thing that's great about this is the Farley brothers.
I think so.
Yeah, I think this is another is it Farley? I don't remember how to say it, but it's one of theirs, and it's very interesting. It's gonna be on Paramount Plus. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, I just saw this. It looked like it would be a lot of fun, and like really dumb and silly, and I'm so here for it.
Oh yeah, which we need more dumb and silly movies, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The Coen brothers. That's who it is. Why was I saying Farley? What the frick? It's the Coen brothers. But yeah, just absolute silliness. Finally, a Christmas movie I can sink my horns into, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. On to the next trailer. So this one is about the TSA. Because, you know, that's a thing. But then I saw who was going to be in this, and it's the kid from Kingsman as a TSA agent. They're trying to get him to
good old Eggsy.
Trying to get him to Eggsy, yeah. Trying to get him to pass a package through. And if he doesn't do it, bad things happen. It looked interesting, suspenseful. I'm gonna give it I'll give it a shot because he's in it, because Eggsy's in it.
Honestly, I just love Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
And what was it? Mike Bateman's also in this.
Also, it throws me off. Also, Jason Bateman is
the
villain, and that intrigued me. I'm like, wow.
That threw me off when I saw it. Like,
I was like, hearing Jason Bateman just be threatening and all that. I'm like, dude, that's okay. The only other time I've seen Jason Bateman actually be a villain was in what was the movie with the alien?
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Shut up! I'm trying to remember people's names. With Simon Pegg and
Gary?
Nick Frost. Gary.
Paul.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
we are having struggles with names today, apparently.
Well, ADHD brain. Anyway.
ADHD brain, and I'm on a bunch of fucking meds right now.
Paul. Aliens named Paul. But yeah, they're road tripping through the U.S. and the cop that's chasing them is Jason. The guy that's chasing them is Jason Bateman, and I love all the references too, because he just at one point he just says boring conversation anyway, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, quote Star Wars, quote A New Hope, why not? Harrison Ford, Han Solo, great. But yeah, so it does kind of give a Die Hard-esque feel to it because, Die Hard 2 was also in an airport. But yeah, Jason Bateman being way threatening was such an intriguing thing to me. I'm not used to seeing him in like a villain type role, especially one this suspenseful. Damn. So yeah, I'm kind of here for it. Like, holy cow, they made Jason Bateman look threatening. And if you can pull that off, props to you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, on to the next one. We got 2 more trailers to cover. Just some interesting stuff that got dropped this week.
Like, I am so looking forward to Secret Level after this.
Yeah.
All right, so Secret Level dropped, and they announced their cast reveal. So let's get to that real quick, because that's the main focus of this.
It's
toward the end.
Like 240 something, I think.
There we are. So Arnold Schwarzenegger is in this. I don't know what character he's going to be playing, but I'm kind of
Schwarzenegger.
Patrick Schwarzenegger. I think it's his one of his sons.
Oh,
but Keanu
awesome.
Reeves, Tamara Morrison, yes. Give me more Boba Fett. Kevin Hart, Heaven Hart. Okay, I'm guessing that's part of his family as well.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, cast list is kind of crazy for something that's coming out on Amazon Prime. It's like, what the heck?
I'm just a bit upset that Henry Cavill's not in this because of the Warhammer section.
Stuff. Right.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, and finally, Laura Bailey. I was like, oh shit, an actual voice actor is in this. Yes!
I mean, it makes sense. There's a D&D section.
Yeah, it absolutely
The fun
does.
thing about the D&D section, too, is, like, you're seeing stuff come to life. Like,
yeah.
One of the things
like,
you
it is
see is a monk
hyper-realistic.
dwarf take an arrow out of the air and redirect it.
Right through the skull of the guy who fired it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's beautiful. So that's the main stuff. If you have not checked out Secret Level, it's basically the trailers for it. It's basically an anthology series based on a bunch of different types of games.
There's Crossfire, Sifu, Mega Man, Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer, Unreal Tournaments, just so many different ones.
And then there's the game that Sony killed off because like nobody played it. That somehow made it in here.
Yeah, probably because they had it funded before they shut the servers down.
Yeah,
and
it was
took the game away from people.
It was so freaking funny. What was the Dungeons and Dragons Outer Worlds 2 Pac-Man, Honor of Kings?
Dude, Pac-Man looks fucking terrifying.
Armored Core and Mega Man. We got more Jester. I'm down. Exodus. That's right. Exodus is going to be in this. We talked about that
Spelunky.
last week. I'm really looking forward to that. That's the game that's going to have Matt McConaughey in it.
Fucking Crossfire.
Concord. That fucking game.
So
the game no one played.
To be fair, the cutscenes in Concord were beautiful.
Were they? Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff in here. And that does actually, is that supposed to be Keanu Reeves' character?
I'm pretty sure it is because it looks just like him.
I know, it looks so like him. Like, Jesus, the detail. But yeah, Mega Man, Warhammer, so much stuff in here. Okay, Outer Worlds 2, Pac-Man, Honor and Kings. Yeah.
Like, look how terrifying Pac-Man looks.
Yeah, I know. Armored Core, I was like, oh, dude, all the mech stuff. You going?
Yeah, I think that takes the thing of what if Pac-Man was the villain the entire time?
But yeah, Exodus. I'm looking forward to that. Also, some more stuff that I learned about Exodus. There are multiple endings for this game based on the choices that you make.
Okay, so it's not an MMO.
It is not linear at all.
Oh, thank God.
That is the thing that they said about Exodus, is that it is not going to be a linear game. Your choices will affect the outcome. There's so many different outcomes and endings to this game. I hope it's more than 5, because if you do just 5, that just seems kind of meh.
Oh, so this is going to have an Exodus thing in it too. Oh, yes. Shit.
Yes.
So I really, really hope one of the endings is Matthew McConaughey coming out and saying he's your father.
Sweetheart, I just want to say I'm your father.
I mean, Cowboy Pool was the best pool, you know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's a Peter in every Deadpool. All right. Let's go to Remy Malek in The Amateur. This was interesting. Also, it's weird to me to see Remy Malek. It's hard for me now after seeing Remy Malek actually play Freddie Mercury in the kind of like
Bohemian Rhapsody.
In the Bohemian Rhapsody movie. It's hard for me to disassociate that because he did such a good job. But this dude is an analyst for the CIA, and apparently his wife works in the CIA as like an agent or a field operative or something.
And she was either captured or killed.
She's either captured or killed, and he's like, "All right, fuck it, I'm gonna go get." No, she's dead. She's dead because the grave. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna personally take these guys out." He asked for training, and they're like, "No way! Like, there's no way he'd survive." And they take him through just some basic field development training, and he can't do it. But as Liam Neeson once said, "I have a particular set of skills." Anyway, I have a particular set of Skittles. They're all red, the best kind. Anyway, it's
this
oh, it's got the Punisher guy in it.
Yeah,
John Bernthal.
Him,
yeah, it's really interesting. This is coming from the former 20th Century Fox and now 20th Century Studios, so this is technically Disney.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm kind of liking it because he's using his tech to do a lot of stuff, and it kind of very much reminds me of what the promise of what Watch Dogs was supposed to be. Like that game where when they showed it, like he could live interact with like technology and make it where he could basically disappear or like the process of that. It kind of has that vibe to it. Yeah, I really like this part. He's like, I'm just going to weaken the pressure of the glass of the place that you're in, that you're swimming around in. Bye. Like, yeah. And even his own, even the CIA can't track him and can't, like, get hold. Oh, Lawrence Fishburne. That's right. Lawrence Fishburne is in this. Like, they are stunned by like what he's able to do, and I'm like, yeah, because he's not doing. It's not your traditional sort of spy movie. It's all about. It's not necessarily about the gadgets. It's about how he takes what he can do in his job and applies that in a different way. And I just thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Hook.
Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me a lot of American Assassin.
Yeah, very much. It's definitely one of those revenge movies. And you know what? A good revenge movie is its own reward.
Exactly. All right.
Now let's talk about... let's go from Disney doing something right to Disney doing something wrong. Go ahead. You posted this story.
I know. EA CEO reportedly in the mix to be the next Disney boss. Electronic Arts CEO Andrew Wilson is reportedly in consideration to succeed Bob Iger in 2026.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Disney is currently looking to find new blood to succeed longtime CEO Bob Iger, and out of all the possible candidates, EA's Andrew Wilson is reportedly being considered for the role. According to the Wall Street
person.
Yeah.
According to the Disney. Wall Street Journal, Disney is looking at bringing in external candidates, and Wilson's name has appeared alongside other notable business persons like Disney Entertainment co-chairman Dana Walden, Disney Parks chairman Josh D'Armo. However the fuck you say that last name. Thank you.
Amaro?
It was Dio all along.
Dio.
Oh no, Dio da.
ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro and Disney Entertainment co-chairman Alan Bergman. EA has also had a long relationship with Disney, as the Star Wars games developed by the company have sold over 52 million copies combined and have generated more than $3 billion in revenue. Currently, EA is also working on new Star Wars and Marvel titles like a Star Wars Jedi threequel, Iron Man, and Black Panther games. Wilson has had a long history with EA, serving the company as its CEO since 2013. No wonder the company turned out to be shit.
Yeah,
and as its chairman since 2021. He also took over as ESPN chairman in 2018. The job ultimately went to Pitaro, and there were reports that Disney was considering purchasing EA during Bob Chapek's reign as CEO. Chapek, thank you.
Yeah. Also, it's like Moon pointed out, it's almost took over, not also took over.
Oh, thank you. I Like I said, I am on a fucking shit ton of meds today.
Woo!
Medicated.
I am heavily medicated. Thank you,
Same.
COVID. The race to replace Iger comes amidst a series of controversies surrounding the CEO. While the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Star Wars have seen Disney rake in billions at the box office, the company has been criticized for relying heavily on sequels over original content, and She-Hulk star Tatiana Maslany slammed him for being out of touch with workers during the 2023 SAG-AFTRA and the Writers Guild of America strike. Iger served as Disney CEO from 2005 until 2020 and continued as an advisor to his successor, Chapek. He returned to the position of CEO in November 2022, a role he'll continue to serve in until his contract expires in 2026.
Yeah, we talked about this. We've talked about this before, especially during the strikes and stuff. So yeah, he took over because Bob Chapek, who was the head of like the Disney parks and stuff, took over for Disney for a couple of years, and he just, boy, he put the wrong people in positions. Like, if everybody thought Marvel was going downhill, it had a lot to do with the fact that Kevin Feige was no longer in control of Marvel.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of corporate suits.
Yeah.
That's what was going on there. All right. On
So,
to the next one. Who wants to talk about Godzilla?
I'll take it, but real quick, fun fact for you. I was on Amazon Prime last night looking up anime, and Godzilla popped up. So did Annabelle, but that had me more concerned than Godzilla.
Okay.
It's Gojira!
Gojira!
Attacking! Gojira. Gojira, Gojira, Gojira.
Sony to release Godzilla -1, director Takashi Yamazaki's first English language film. Sony has won the bidding war to release Godzilla -1, director Takashi Yamazaki's first English language film, Grand Gear. Deadline reported on Friday. Yamazaki will write the original screenplay, direct, and produce. Bad Robot's J.J. Abrams and Glenn Zipper will also produce the film. The plot of the film is currently unknown. The film marks the director's formal entry into the U.S. market following the success of Godzilla -1. The official Twitter account for the Godzilla franchise announced on November 1st that Yamazaki will return as the director, writer, and visual effects supervisor for a new Godzilla film. And then background on Godzilla -1. Which,
Steel,
if you have
we
not
should
seen,
run like it is Godzilla, even though it isn't.
My favorite thing to see the
But
dude
due to
from
international copyright, it's not.
disaster
Austin Powers
movie.
3. No, that was Austin Powers 3.
That was Austin Powers.
That was
Best
Austin
part.
Powers,
Yeah.
Gold Member.
Yeah.
But they also had a scene similar in Disaster Movie.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that. I'm gonna have to.
I have not seen.
I think
the
at
Disaster
least.
movie.
I remember they had the Batman fucking parody. That was hilarious.
All right. Crunchyroll
The
got
odds are
themselves
just going
in trouble.
around. Why are we all
know.
so tired?
We just are, dude. So let's go ahead and talk about
Oh.
what Crunchyroll done did and messed up now.
Yeah, I've
Damn
been
it,
following this
Crunchyroll.
on Twitter since David first announced it.
I've met David. He's a nice dude.
Yeah,
Very
he is.
sweet. Very sweet dude.
Like, I remember reading his first post about this. Like, dude, please send me my shit back.
Right. All right, here we go. You want to? You posted this. You talk about it.
I did.
I think you did. Yeah.
Well,
I
fuck.
didn't post it.
Voice actor David Wald leaves role as Gajeel in Fairy Tale will not return to Crunchyroll following claims company opened his mail, gave away content. Voice actor and ADR director David Wald revealed on his Twitter account on Monday that he is not returning as the English voice of Gajeel in the Fairy Tale franchise. Furthermore, he is not returning to Crunchyroll Studio. This follows Wald's claims on October 25th that Crunchyroll opened his private mail, threw away the letters, and passed out any included items to its staff. Wald plans to go into more detail about what has happened on his Twitch channel. Wald said on Twitter, if you sent me anything care of Funimation or Crunchyroll in the last 5 years, I apologize. I didn't get it. Wald posted a picture of the contents of a package he said was sent to him that Crunchyroll allegedly opened and distributed to employees. He said he found out about the situation a day earlier due to the sender of the package providing him with a photo of the contents as well as the USPS tracking information. He stated some of the items were returned to him after they were found on the company giveaway table. Wald added he believed the employees were not to blame as they just walked by the company freebies table and thought something looked cool. A Crunchyroll spokesperson told ANN on October 26 that it is investigating the situation. The full statement a Crunchyroll spokesperson provided to ANN is as follows. Anime fans have a special connection with dub voice talent, and that emotional expression is important in feeling more love of anime content. We are currently investigating the matter regarding the allegation of undelivered fan mail to a voice actor. We respect the privacy of all our voice actors and do not intentionally open mail or packages not intended for Crunchyroll. Any fan mail should be sent directly to talent and their management. And then more background on Wald.
Yeah. This is not okay. None of
No,
this
it's
is
not.
okay.
Nope, it is not.
And this is mail fraud.
It is, but
Which is a federal crime, I might add.
Yeah, that's a federal crime. Like, he could take them to court for mail
Yes.
fraud.
So he can, but
Very
also,
easily.
Legal Mindset did break down the entire process of all of this on a video.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Where I believe memory serves.
I've only been paying attention to his Korean coverage right now.
Ever
For good
since the whole
reason.
Niji Sanji thing, like I've been watching all of his videos because
I'm sorry.
dude
who?
is just the dude is just a fucking trove of information.
What? Since his what coverage?
Niji Sanji?
Who's that?
Any color?
No.
Oh, since
He's
the
trying
yacht.
to make a joke and failing.
I know. The yacht incident.
Yeah, still not ringing a bell.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you were talking about Kuro Sanji, that'd be different. I know who they are, but
I don't even know who they are.
Niji, never heard of them. I'm familiar with Kuro Sanji. It's a terrible VTubing agency. Such a black company.
Oh, that did not feel good.
Anyway. All right, here we are with more.
No.
Yay! Just what you want to hear. More book banning. Assassination Classroom manga is banned in South Carolina school district.
Wait, hold up. Wasn't this the same school district that wanted to replace the Boys Love manga with this?
Yeah. Removal follows similar moves by other districts to remove series, including Sasaki and Miyano Boys Love manga. Horry County Schools, the school district where serving Horry County in South Carolina, moved to remove Yasue Matsui's Assassination Classroom manga from its school libraries on Friday, after the mother of a 9th grader at Sukasti High School complained to the district regarding the manga's content. According to the district's policy, the district reconsideration committee's decision, and if applicable, the local board's review, cannot be challenged for 5 years. Jennifer Hannigan, the mother who issued the complaint, described the manga's content, saying that the manga has numerous pages depicting handguns, rifles, knives, and potions, and that the story talks about killing in the pages. She added that there's girls in lingerie hopping on top of men in the book. She also noted that the manga's characters discuss ways on how to kill their alien teacher in the story.
Like, the problem is she's not reading the damn book.
In October during the review period. Yep.
And also, it's not lingerie, it's swimsuits. Because I remember the exact part that I'm pretty sure she's talking about. At no point is there anyone who is in their underwear doing this stuff.
I've read the manga and watched the anime. It's like, girl, the funniest thing is they're like, we're banning books. So it's like, that may have worked in 1930s Germany, but nowadays with the internet
exists.
You're only going to make them want to read it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be all like, what's this all about? And then you know what? They're going to find one of the most touching stories ever, and they're going to cry at the end, okay?
The more you...
And then you open a whole new emotional range for them.
The more you try to take something away from them, the harder they will fight to get a hold of it. It's like, dude, they're like, oh yeah, let's push abstinence. That'll stop all these teenage pregnancies. How'd that work out for you?
Let's have a war on drugs. That totally will stop people from using them.
Yeah.
Oh,
stop
was
it.
A huge
Get
failure.
Some help. Yeah.
Okay.
Get some help. Yes, I need some help growing some.
And this is how you can get them. Why are you telling us how we can get them? So you avoid them.
Dare do all recreational ecstasy.
All right, I forgot to try ecstasy.
All right,
you don't want
to the next one. The next one. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure, Moon. I am sure.
X is a fun time if you can't leave somewhere. You should not go outside on X. You should never go out on E. No.
And whatever you do, Moon, if you ever use it, do not climb a tree if Oompa Loompas with hatchets and chainsaws are chasing you.
Just understand.
I made that mistake.
Just understand. Never ever follow the purple smoke. That's all I'm saying. All right. Anyway.
Smurf juice. You drink it, you see Smurfs, and then you die.
One Piece manga takes 2-week break due to author Eiichiro Oda's health. The official Twitter account for the One Piece franchise revealed on Friday that Eiichiro Oda's One Piece manga is taking a break from this year's 51st issue.
51st, yes.
I have a lisp. All right,
I'm glad to see I'm not the only one with reading issues today.
I'm Thor. You're Thor.
We've all been on it, man.
I'm Thor. You're Thor? Well, it hurts. 51st issue of Weekly Shonen Jump out on November 18th, and the 52nd issue out on November 25th due to the poor health of Oda. The manga is slated to return in the first 2025 issue, which will release on December 2nd. The Twitter account added that Oda is currently recovering, but did not provide any further details. Dude, this guy has been steadily turning in weekly chapters since the 90s.
Yes, it's the 90s. And dude has barely taken any time away.
Man has a family. Deserves a freaking break, my guy.
For real.
He did go on a break.
Let him enjoy his wife that Nami is modeled after.
Real.
He did straight up go on break last month as well. And dude, like, yeah. It's about time. But yeah, he's been doing One Piece on a weekly basis since July 19th of 97. I'm not surprised to hear that he has health issues. Not surprised at all, considering how long he's been doing this.
Also, quick update.
Also, considering that we're dealing with Elbaf, the Land of the Giants, which One Piece fans have been wanting for forever. We just met Loki. Yeah, I'm kind of here for it.
Interesting.
Like, it's a good starting place for the arc.
But yeah, I have learned about Doflamingo's family. I've learned about quite a lot, and I'm sitting here like, holy shit.
Oh, you're in Dressrosa.
Storytelling in this is a masterpiece. Yes, this is like Sabo just got in. Just got in.
Yeah, get comfortable. You're gonna be in Dressrosa for a while.
Oh, I've been in it for a while. What do you mean? I'm gonna be in it for a while longer. I could see
I know.
What the episode count looks like.
It's 100 episodes for all of Dressrosa, and then we go from Dressrosa to Zoe, then Whole Cake Island, then Wano, then Egghead.
Yep. Woo!
Honestly,
yes.
I feel like Oda I feel like Oda, if he took like a 4-month break, nobody would be mad.
No, nobody would.
Not a single person. We would sit there and be like, I understand.
We totally understand. Get it, dude.
And then the fucking anime industry would be forced to have One Piece take a fucking break.
All right. So, in news that I was surprised to find out hadn't already happened, the Transformers were inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame. First off, there's a Toy Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
secondly, they weren't already? No, I didn't know there was a Toy Hall of Fame.
That does get me. Like, I thought they would have been, because this is like, fuck.
The Strong National Museum of Play announced this year's inductees for the National Toy Hall of Fame on Wednesday. Among the class of 2024 are the popular Transformers toys. The Transformers Facebook page announced the news. Wait, Facebook is still a thing?
Apparently.
Honored to share that the Transformers brand has been inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame, part of the Strong National Museum of Play. American toy manufacturer Hasbro introduced Transformers in '84 after securing the rights to develop the Diaclone and Microchange toys from Japanese toy manufacturer Takara for the United States market. Since then, it has spawned several animated series in the United States and Japan, a handful of feature-length films, and numerous video games. Along with Transformers, the National Toy Hall of Fame also inducted My Little Pony toy line and Phase 10 card game. Yeah, so there you go.
My Little Pony wasn't already in there?
Because
that's been around as long as Transformers.
I'm super surprised that it took this long for Transformers. That's the part that's getting me. It's like, why wasn't this already a thing?
Dude, I haven't played Phase 10 in like 20 years.
Dude, what this means is next decade, we're going to get talk of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys.
Ooh. Or the Power
The
Ranger
OG
toys.
line. No, the OG.
Are G.I. Joe is already in there? Is G.I. Joe already in there?
I have no idea. Dude, I'm saying right now that the OG Transformers, the not Transformers, the OG Turtles, the original Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That run will get inducted. Because that started it. Well, it'll be a little bit, but it started in the 80s. All right.
I've got a little list here. G.I. Joe is in there. We got Barbie, Raggedy Ann and Andy, Hot Wheels, Light Bright. Remember the plastic smell kids? Play-Doh, Lego, Monopoly, Frisbee, Transformers, only recently. See, My Little Pony again. So it says those were both inducted in 2021.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Is. Yeah.
Phase 10's a card game.
It's a card game.
Yeah.
You know what should get inducted? You know what should get inducted? Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
All right.
And Crabs Adjust Humidity.
Crab people. Anyway, G-Kids acquires North American rights to Naoko Yamada's A Silent Voice, Liz and the Blue Bird anime films. I don't even know who G-Kids is, so that's a thing. G-Kids announced on Thursday that it has acquired the North American rights to director Naoko Yamada's A Silent Voice and Liz and the Bird anime films. The company will screen the former in theaters from December 15th to 16th. Oh, dude. G-Kids streamed English dubbed and subtitled trailers for A Silent Voice. If you have not watched A Silent Voice, you really, really should. It is absolutely worth it. Yes,
I really hope they do the dub justice, but G-Kids scares me because it is one digit off from 4Kids. So,
I don't know if I take the.
Maybe it's the adult version of 4Kids.
I know we moved on from the Toy Hall of Fame, but I just found out they inducted a stick in 2008.
That makes sense.
Plank. They inducted Plank.
Come on, Plank.
Anyway.
Sorry, but yeah.
Yeah, guys, if you have not seen A Silent Voice, it's fucking phenomenal and absolutely worth the price of admission to go see this in theaters.
Yes, it is. It is a beautiful and heart-wrenching story.
Such a good movie. I cried.
I don't know anything about Liz and the Blue Bird. Sorry about that one.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
A Silent Voice is so good.
Silent Voice is so good. All right, moving on. This is one that I know that myself and Fenris are excited for.
Yeah.
The release date has been announced. January 11th, we will be getting Sakamoto Days.
Yes.
The official website for the television anime of Yuto Suzuki's Sakamoto Days manga unveiled the main promotional video and key visual for the anime on Wednesday. The video reveals and previews the anime's opening theme song, Hashire Sakamoto, or Run Sakamoto, written specifically for the anime by singer-writer Vondi. It also announces the anime's January 11th television premiere in Japan and also reveals that the anime will run for 2 cours, with the second cour premiering in July. So we get this lovely image here. While the anime will premiere on TV Tokyo and affiliated channels on January 11th, The anime's website does not list its accompanying Netflix streaming with the same premiere date, only listing the previously announced January 2025 debut for Netflix.
Dude, this opening theme is fucking awesome.
Is it? Yeah. Here's your brief description if you don't know what Sakamoto Days is about. Tadaro Sakamoto was the ultimate assassin, feared by villains and admired by hitmen. But one day, he fell in love. Retirement, marriage, fatherhood, and then Sakamoto gained weight. The chubby guy who runs the neighborhood store is actually a former legendary hitman. Hitman. I don't know why I'm saying hitman like that. That's robot. Anyway, can he protect his family from danger? Get ready to experience a new kind of action comedy series. No joke. This is so freaking good. And then someone killed his dog. This is not John Wick, my guy. Stop.
No. This is a beautiful, beautiful comedy.
Leave Keanu Reeves
the size
alone.
of this guy, he's more like John Candle.
Oh, no. He will burn off all of his fat in an instant.
My dude.
To take someone down.
My dude.
Oh shit!
You're getting it wrong. You're getting it wrong. Staying with like the whole candle theme. You go from John Wick to John Candy.
Candy.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, in the video on this webpage, the opening theme kicks off at 1 minute in.
1 minute. That's Jiraiya's voice actor. Yep. I will forever always hear that voice as Jiraiya. And then that's Sakamoto.
I'm not a little pervert.
Yeah.
He got
I'm
fat.
a big one.
Oh, this is a good song.
Yeah, it is.
That's kind of a banger. I'm already bobbing to this.
Impossible. He can't be the ultimate life form.
I've only read a couple of chapters of this because as soon as I realized that there was an anime coming out, I was like, dude, I need to just watch the anime because I want to see what they do with this. All right. 2 more stories left. All right, guys. So Kyoto Animation warns of a website using its name. First, somebody sets their studio on fire, and now somebody's trying to steal their good name. KyoAni just cannot catch a break, dude. Just cannot. Moon, you want to take this one?
Sure, I will.
Thank you.
Kyoto Animation warns of a website using its name. Kyoto Animation, the studio behind K-On!, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Sound Euphonium, and other anime, issued a statement on November 4th to warn that at least one website was using its name despite having no ties to it. The studio asked fans to be careful. The Twitter post says, it has recently been discovered that an unaffiliated website is using our company name. Please be careful. In its full statement, Kyoto Animation added, if you have any suspicions, please check the address of the website in question. The addresses of the website operated by our company is as follows. https www.kyotoanimation.co.jp. As of press time, Kyoto Animation's post has received 11 comments, about 7,000 reposts, and over 7,500 likes.
There you go.
So yeah, if it says .com, .gov, or any other thing like that, it's not Kyoto Animation.
So, gang, really quickly, we're gonna move on to the next story, but we have to talk about a thing real quick. The 3 of us have to talk about a thing real quick. In the most non-spoiler way possible. Anime-only people, just stop. Just stop shipping anyone in Oshinoko. Just stop. Just stop. Cannot tell you why.
You're only going to cry harder.
It's only going to make things worse for yourself. Please stop shipping. Please stop shipping. I can't tell you why, but just don't. Don't do it. Don't do it.
See,
That's
if ever
if
I
they've
see
been
someone
living under a rock and haven't already spoiled themselves on it.
Oh yeah. If ever I see someone trying to start a shipping battle like that again, I'll sit there and just be all like, I remember when I had hope. And that'll be all I say. It's the only thing I'll say.
Instead of Vietnam, we've got Oshinoko flashbacks.
Yep.
Which oddly appropriate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mangaka of Oshinoko, the writer for Oshinoko, and the one who did
Kaguya-sama.
Kaguya-sama. I knew it was K something. Kaguya-sama Love is War is making a new manga series next spring. So Akasaka is at it again. This year's 50th issue of Shueisha's Young Jump magazine announced on Thursday that Oshinoko writer Akasaka is receiving the original story, or is conceiving the original story for a new manga series launching in the magazine in spring 2025. Record of Ragnarok artist Ajichika is drawing the series, and Aoi Kujira is composing the series story. By the way, Moon, you keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yep. Stop rhyming. I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
So I also learned something interesting about Akasaka.
Oh?
He did both the writing and the drawing for Kaguya-sama.
Yeah.
I did not realize he did both.
Yeah.
And the fact that he basically said that his life was not a human life until he finished that series.
Oh, okay.
I read a interview from him a couple days ago.
Because of how much work goes into both writing and drawing the series.
Yes.
The magazine teases a fairy tale story with a prince and a princess guided by fate. Akasaka and Mengo Yokoyari's Oshinoko manga ended in the same issue. The 16th and final compiled volume will ship in Japan on December 18th. They also previously did Kaguya-sama Love is War, and Yokoyari did Scum's Wish, which both launched in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine in 2020. Alrighty.
So this is definitely going to be an anime where they're more than likely just going to complete the story.
Yeah, 100%. 100% anime onlys. Like, you don't like. If you think like what has happened so far has been crazy, take some calming medication. Shit's about to get real. Oh man, it's bad.
I remember how pretty the fan looked before the shit hit it.
I remember when I had hope.
Yeah.
How pretty the fan looked. All right.
Before the shit hit it.
So we're going to be reviewing this week's 3 episodes. I pulled off of you guys. I watched them all today before the show.
That's what I do every week, so it's fresh in my mind.
That's why I said I pulled a you guys. Normally I watch them on the day of their release. This time I put it off until today so they'd be fresh in my head. So for those of you who are not familiar, spoiler alert is up because we're going to be talking about this week's episode of Blue Box and Ranma 1/2 and Tower of God. So for those of you who have not watched this and just came by to hear us talk about the news, thank you so much for coming and joining us for this little newsworthy segment. And we understand if you have to go because you don't want to be spoiled. We don't like spoilers either, so we understand.
Sadly, not Tower of Gojira, just Tower of God.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow for light novel reading. More Mushoku Tensei. All right, Tower of Gojira. That's sad. All right,
I'd watch it.
That being said, it is spoiler o'clock. Time to talk about, well, first, Blue Box. I'm going to be 100% honest. Blue Box was the best one out of this lineup.
Yes. Today it was.
Yeah, it was. The other two were just okay. Like, they weren't bad. They just weren't amazing like last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Blue Box.
This show's really starting to hurt my heart.
I want to reach through and smack that protagonist so much. God damn it, Taiki.
Oh no. Okay, the person. Two things. Number one, everybody's making too much of a big deal out of like their the basketball team and what that girl said. People are making too much of a big deal. Also, when Taiki is like focused and starting to get ready for the upcoming tournament and everything for nationals, that's when his friend drops the whole, hey, by the way, are you gonna if you go to nationals and win, are you gonna ask it? It's like, dude, he's in competitive mode and then you put his brain back into romance mode. You totally ruined it.
But that's when he started doing better.
Is it
Yes.
really though? No, it's not.
Kinda is, because he had to sit there and think about it, and it's like, but it also just kind of helped him get out of the headspace enough so that when he got back into it, he figured out something that he needed to do to kind of change it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to change the headspace to get back into the headspace.
I think that you probably need to watch Baby Steps, because there's an explanation between about like certain types of modes and how they differ between the male brain and the female brain. And apparently competitive kind of sports mode is on one end and the romance mode is on the absolute opposite end. So that's why I have that thought process, because they're like polar opposites from each other. And it's like, all right, he's geared up, and you drop that on him, and it's like, oh, now his mind's completely on the opposite side of the spectrum. Wonderful. It's because of that little tidbit that I was like, fuck that guy. Why do you have to say shit? Also, dude, this is a thing. Did you have to say it right then? You could have waited until later. Like, it didn't have to be at that moment. Also, I can't remember her name right now, but pink hair girl coming up and just stealing. Yeah, just stealing his chicken.
That was adorable. And then she got jealous. The main chick got jealous, and I'm sitting here like, ah! But here's the worst part. She just says, I was jealous. And it's like that thing. So, cute, some kind of girl just gives any man a compliment, and it has to sit there. It's like, was she just being nice, or was she being genuine? And for him, it's like, was she jealous that she didn't get to eat chicken, or jealous that she stole my chicken?
Yes. All right. So,
honestly, I'm watching this and I can't even tell.
Ladies, here's the thing about guys. When you give us a compliment or tell us something like that, we will overanalyze the fuck out of it instead of taking it at face value. Most of the time, we take everything at face value. Mm-hmm. But if we get compliments, we turn into like the most critical, analytical, like, we are going to dissect every compliment we receive.
Mm-hmm.
Is it genuine?
The only time I will ever take a compliment.
Is she trying to use me? Is it? Yeah. Does she actually care? What the fuck's happening?
And by the time we figure it out, she's dead, Jim.
Yep.
You know?
It's been years later when we finally realized, oh shit, she actually meant that. Well, I wasted my opportunity.
I literally was out of college by the time I realized that in my junior year of high school, I was being hit on by a girl.
In middle school, I remember there was a girl who treated me different from a couple other guys. I look back at it now, and I'm sitting there like, I could have asked her on a date in high school. Fuck.
Yeah, it's not simply that we're dumb. We're just hypercritical and overanalyze, and we don't have good opinions of ourselves. We are super insecure. So if you give us a compliment, we're not used to that shit.
That, or we're
this
just
goes
a dense motherfucker.
It doesn't matter who it is.
We're either gonna overanalyze it or ask you, what do you want? It's like, what are you fishing for? What are you like? You don't just say these things. Nope.
It's like, no. Red flags. She's being nice. What do you mean?
We are immediately on guard. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Any other stuff to talk about on Blue Box?
I love how his friend
Blue
turned
box,
around
more
to try
like
to go back in the
blue
store. Like,
balls.
Yes.
and his friend tried to go back in the store saying, "Yeah, I forgot to grab something." And Taiki immediately just grabs him and stops him.
Yep. Just,
No, you don't.
Nope.
You're not running for this, bitch. You suffer with
You're
me.
helping.
You suffer with me.
But also, like, I kind of want to root for Hina because it's cute, and but also main girl whose name I can't remember.
Chi.
Yeah, Chi.
Or Natsu, as she was called in this episode.
Shinatsu. I've gone further in the story before the anime came out, so I kind of know, and I have a different opinion of Hina because I'm not watching it. Like, I'm watching it with like knowledge of things that will happen later. So my view of Hina is different from an anime only's, and yeah, that's just the way I'll put it. That being said, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. I think we're good on Blue Box.
Yeah.
Are we? Are we really?
I want more, but I have no more. Therefore.
Okay.
I should get some alcohol.
So we're
Let's
gonna move on to Ranma 4/8.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Anyway. I hate you. Please die.
Dio?
Dio. Please
Please
Dio.
die, Dio.
You guys drive me to drink almost as much as my work does.
That sounds
At least
about
we're
right.
positive for your mental health.
Jury's still out on that one. So yes,
yeah.
Ranma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to it.
The fuck.
No. I have a new appreciation for rhythmic gymnastics. I had no idea it got so intense like that. I'm going to be watching rhythmic gymnastics like so much more now. I want to see these girls throw down.
I literally forgot that this whole thing was in the original, and like the more I remember it, the less interested it became for me. Yeah, I was not a fan of this episode, and it's mostly because like, well, one, I knew how it was gonna end, which is never fun. And
like,
two, yeah, not cool.
My entire that was my entire mindset watching this episode. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck? What the fuck?
Am I the only one that had fun with this episode?
Probably, yeah.
I was so confused.
Well,
I wasn't.
Confused. I was just like, oh yeah.
I was sitting here wondering how this was gonna come out to be rhythmic gymnastics, and then I saw the ring, and I'm like, oh no, they're just going hard. Yeah, it's bullshit. Give it a laugh.
This is literally wrestling, but in this is
leotards,
but in
and
like
with gymnastics things.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it funny for me. I know what rhythmic gymnastics is. I know what it looks like. This shit was hilarious for me. Because I'm sitting here, the whole build-up, last episode, this episode, like, wonder what this gymnastics meetup's gonna look like. And then we finally get to it, and I'm having a good time. It's so funny. Because it's so stupid.
Gotcha.
Oh. And then the moment where they got splashed with warm water, and then you could just tell they've both kind of given up, like, this sucks. Man, you look foolish in that leotard. Hey, at least I'm wearing clothes. And then in comes Kane with a fucking fire hydrant for some reason. Fire hose, whatever. Oh, God.
And the panda just doing panda stuff.
As usual. And then everyone just being all like, wait, didn't they just call her Ranma Saotome? Huh. They must have the same name. That's interesting. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And of course, everyone knows that a brother is always a tool. That line got me for a sec.
Tatewake Kuno.
Yeah, just yanked him in for a second, and then what's his face yelling out, "Ah, yes, of course, using your brother. That is all. Of course, every brother is a tool."
The judges and the radio crew were the fucking best.
Yes, they were hilarious.
Like, there was no need for that to be that extra, but I like it.
Yeah.
There was no reason for any of that, and yet.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
So.
It's a comedy anime. There's no reason for anything. Just give it up and laugh your ass off.
Right.
That's why I love Nichijou so much. It's just absurd, and I love it.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Oh, you know what? We didn't give Blue Box a rating.
Oh, yeah, we didn't at all. What do you rate Blue Box?
I'm kind of giving it a 7 out of 10. This is just kind of a build-up episode.
Yeah, I'm there too. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, giving it a 7 as well.
All right, Ranma, what are we giving that for a rating?
Fenris?
I'm giving it a 6 because I'm still like, what the fuck was this episode?
Yeah, I'm
Richie?
still at 7 for this episode.
Well, I'm giving it an 8. I had fun.
Okay, well, hey, I am aware that most of my meh stuff about this episode had to do with I've seen this before. I know where this is going, and like, yeah, so yeah. I didn't have a lot of expectations for this. It was done well. It was done by the book, but like this wasn't a part of the story that I was actually interested in. Like when we meet Shampoo, that's going to be different. That's hilarious.
Shampoo.
Yes.
Is there someone called Soap?
No.
Is there a conditioner?
No, but there is a condition, and it's about hot and cold water.
What does he turn into?
Because shampoo,
Sorry, what does she turn into?
You'll find out. And so when shampoo comes along, then later so does the person that's obsessed with shampoo, and they also have a water condition. There's so many. It's so good, man. Jusenkyo is really popular around that time, you know. But that being said, yeah, that's our thoughts on Ranma this episode. Let's move on to Tower of God. We're starting to actually get into the plot.
It was so good.
We're starting to actually get into the plot. Yeah. Also, we finally got to see Bong Bong in use, properly in use.
Excuse you?
No. The endorsee, she has Bong Bong. That's actually the name of it.
I know.
Oh, was that the thing where she flew off?
Yeah, it's called Bong Bong.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I love that you're like, excuse you? And I'm like, I didn't sneeze, bitch.
Okay. I didn't say bless you, so.
No, but you said excuse you, which.
Yeah, what does that have to do with a sneeze?
Some people say excuse you when you sneeze.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Or cough or burp. You know, things like that.
Excuse
Either
me?
way.
Bodily excretions. Pardon me, do you have any cheap yellow mustard? Anyway. We got to see that. We got the I've forgotten most of this, but now like the workshop battle is actually in the spot where it's gonna really start getting good. There's all of Fug's machinations, and then there's all the different machinations of the different factions that want to get Bomb. And I like that Mr. Bruce Lee is just still clueless, but the rest of them have figured it out. They're like, oh, that's Bomb. That's straight up Bomb. Also, just Rack being there and crying and saying the whole black turtle, like, there are no doubts. And Dorsey has no doubts anymore. I love that. She's like, you're dating me after this. We're going on a date. He's like,
after we get through this, you're going to take me on a date. He's like, what's a date?
Huh?
Shut up.
Doesn't matter. You're taking me. Okay.
Okay.
Dude, that's how
man.
that's how let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's how Bomb is going to end up taking down Jihad. All of his quote unquote daughters are just going to fall in love with Bomb and do whatever he asks.
I mean, 3 of them already have.
4.
Yeah.
4.
Oh,
Who's
shit.
the 4th?
We met her at the beginning of the season.
Oh, the
Hikikomori girl. Yeah.
Yep.
The neat, yeah.
She likes him.
Oh.
The more she finds out about him, the more interested she becomes. And she's like, no, I get it. All of the Jihad daughters are going to end up falling for this man. I swear to God. Mark my words.
It's like, how are you going to take down Jihad? By taking down his daughters. You haven't killed them yet.
Well, you see.
Not physically.
You know Jihad has a lot of daughters? Yeah, I'm going to slide into their DMs. That's diabolical.
I'm not taking their heads. I'm taking their maiden heads.
I'm not. No one's taking a head. They're just giving me some.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now things are finally kicking into gear. We're getting the action, but this was kind of more still of a setup episode. It was still good.
It was a good setup episode.
There was there's a lot of plot and subterfuge and stuff like that.
More this season goes on, the more I'm remembering from when I read this. And at the end, I'm just like, oh, they fucked up.
Also,
They
I just realized another thing after going back, because I went to go find what specific chapter we were on after last week's episode. Mm-hmm. And it made me realize that as bad as everybody's talking about the animation for the show, the art was so much worse.
Back in the day, yes, it was.
Yeah, because he still had not found his stride yet. The artist had not found his stride. So, yeah. Oh,
also, I'm really glad they didn't go back and redo a whole chase and everything, because I think it's just nicer having it be the very sudden Rock just runs up and hugs him. It's like, So I'm still on that, yes, because
I'm sorry. Any
scene
moment. With Rock is the best scene in the entire show.
Oh, and then showing how he reacted when everyone was thinking he was dead, and he was like, "No, he is still alive."
Yeah, I've not given him permission to die yet.
And then also they went and did the because Richie, you had shown me some of the stuff that they either cut out or rearranged, and they went back and did the whole dance between what's her name and Devil Guy. God, I am terrible with names. And then the wing thing turned into a heart. Oh, that was so good. Check with the glasses.
Oh no!
Go
you're
sense.
Talking about okay. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, it was so cute.
Holy cow! Yeah, that was adorable. I was really happy. I was really happy about that. Okay. So, what is your rating for this episode?
7.5.
Hmm.
Like, I really enjoyed it, but remembering what's gonna happen next, I can't wait.
Yeah. Moon, what's your rating?
I kind of want to give it an 8, because I'm thinking next episode's gonna be pretty up there with a lot going on.
It's set up right now, and there's a lot going on. So I will say that there are definitely arcs that get very convoluted because there's like 5 or 6 different subplots going on.
Yep. Thankfully, this is not one of them.
That's just how this series is, Tower of God. But yeah, I'm kind of up there with the 8. I'm very much on board with the 8. So yeah, Moon, what I sent you, that's a 26-minute interview with Turtle Me, the author of Beginning After the End.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So enjoy that.
Well, yeah, Moon. You know the end of this episode, right?
Like after the credits?
No, right before the credits with the hand sticking through Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Yeah.
He really fucked up.
Because I'm sitting here like, he's still gonna survive that, and homeboy's gonna get his ass kicked.
Oh, it's so much worse than that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you gotta understand. Like, my boy has a lot of enemies, but he also has a lot of allies. Fug alone does not know who they're fucking with, and this guy isn't protected by Fug.
He's
I'm gonna go back and reread
other things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and reread this arc just so I like have some refresher.
Yeah. You remember that skeleton that peered over Bomb and healed him?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Fug had nothing to do with that.
Also, the workshop. This kid is so deluded. The workshop has nothing to do with Bomb at all.
None whatsoever.
Like, Bomb's actual origin is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And we still don't know it fully. That's the thing. Bomb's origin is the biggest fucking mystery in Tower of God. We only know 2 things about Bomb.
He was born outside the tower.
Yeah. And his mother is somebody incredibly important to the tower. That's all we know. That's all we fucking know. Not just incredibly important, but also somebody incredibly important to Jihad and the 10 families. So, also, Juvoli Grace is technically Bomb's real name. Technically. But yeah, the longer this goes on, the crazier shit gets, and like, it's just fantastic.
It is.
Bomb is the biggest mystery in all of Tower of God, and anytime we get even a sprinkling of this, it's great. But unfortunately, the person who tends to know the most about this shit is that bitch. Right. Unfortunately, Rachel knows a couple of things about Bomb that he doesn't know, and fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
And that's the reason why, the main reason why she hates him.
Like, here's the thing: if you think you hate Rachel now, just wait, it gets worse.
Yes.
That.
Oh wait, there's more.
I can't believe that bitch.
Oh no, I'm really hoping that we get to the Hell Train arc, because that's some of the best character development for Bomb ever.
Yes.
Ever. When he turns around and like just tells Rachel that she means absolutely nothing to him. Oh.
It fucked, dude. It was so satisfying watching her break down after that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to that point. Because right now, the way everything I'm currently seeing is I still have this idea that Bomb has this misguided idea that he could try to like talk to her or something and try to figure something out.
After a certain point, Bomb just gives up on her entirely and is just like, I don't feel anything towards you. Hate, love, affection, nothing. You are unimportant. And that is the thing.
I think he called her nothing at one point too.
That is the thing she fears most, is that she is so desperate to be important, and she's not. She has a very strong case of I want to be the protag.
Oh,
but she's not. But she's not. She's not the protag, and doesn't that just piss her off?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
yeah, I still kind of get some kind of like looking back on it. I get a satisfaction from that moment of you weren't supposed to come through the gate, and she's like, "What?"
Like, if you get to like just rewatching season 1, knowing that her motivation is that she wants to be important. She knows kind of who Bomb is and what all he's supposed to do, and she basically wants his life. That's the whole thing. She wants all these prophecies and all this other stuff that's going on around the tower. Instead of it being about him, she wants it to be about her.
Mm-hmm.
Her whole raison d'etre for this whole like series is to replace Bomb. And she can't because unlike Bomb, she's not special. And she wants to be special.
Poor
but
thing.
she's not.
She can't even properly,
the second highest, biggest mystery is how the fuck did Rachel get out of the tower? Because she is from the tower.
Yeah. Interesting.
How did she end up where he is? Like, how did that happen?
She could have been more important if she never went back into the tower.
No, she could have been more important if she and Bomb had gone together. Like if she had tried to actually be there with him and assisting him, she would have been part of the story. No, she wouldn't have been the main character. But still, yeah, her whole motivation is jealousy of Bomb. 100%.
Yes.
And you could tell that from the season 1 easily.
From episode
jealousy.
1, yeah. Also, another thing to look back on, Moon, since you mentioned you rewatched season 1.
I actually haven't yet. I really need to.
You're looking back on moments in season 1.
Yeah, I'm just remembering stuff.
Bomb is one of the few people to actually force the tower doors open.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why he's an irregular. That's why he's considered an irregular. The only other person that I know that did that is probably Maizino.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the guy with the tattoo on his back and the backwards hat and everything?
Yeah.
That dude. He is one of the strongest fucking people in the tower. He and Bomb are pretty much one of the few people who has actually forced the doors to the tower open.
Interesting.
Yeah. Bomb is insane. And so is Maizino. They will meet again and they will properly duke it out. Oh.
And I haven't read that far. I really hope it's like the typical guy thing. They beat the shit out of each other and are immediately best friends.
They are that the funniest thing is they quote unquote have a common objective. It's just that Bomb doesn't know that because he hasn't figured out that part of his objective. But anyway, they're not on the same team, but they don't have to be enemies. That's probably the best way to put it.
The enemy of your enemy of my enemy of your enemy is my friend.
Hey, we have a mutual enemy. Why don't we be kind of buddies?
You get enough enemies, you're just creating a big circle, and your enemy is still your enemy.
All right. Did we give our ratings for this episode?
We already gave our ratings, yes.
Okay, cool. I couldn't remember because we went off on tangent. But yeah, that's it for us, guys. Thank you so much for coming by, hanging out with us. We hope you enjoyed the show. We will be back tomorrow with more Mushoku Tensei. We're finishing up Volume 4 before we move on to Volume 5 and get to the really good shit. Unfortunately. Dang it. I thought that where we were at was going to be the good stuff, but I'll be taking over and finishing Volume 4 in the forest. So next week will be the return to Milicion. All right. That being said, though, guys, thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with us. We really, really do appreciate it. This has been Anime Church, your new nerdy news source. Cosplay is appreciated. That being said, I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I am Feder Siren, your patron saint to snackos and alcohol.
And this has been Anime Church. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have fun storming the castle.
You think it'll work?
It'd take a miracle. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.